of it. I just try to see football in the lens of a play caller and our head coach. And so it's been great just having another opportunity this week to put in display like all the hard work we had during the week. And so it was just a sign for improvement, and it was able to come into light today.
Can you walk us through the effectiveness of the run game today and what was working?
Yeah, for sure. I think our backs did a really good job with toting the ball, going north and south, being really explosive. When they had the ball in their hands, those guys worked tremendously hard amongst each other, just constantly improving, constantly getting better, and they were truly a two-headed monster in the sense of jam and justice, toting the ball today. So I'm proud of those guys for how hard they worked, and also just how much of an X factor they were in this game today.
Jalen, coming out of the half, it was more sparky scenes. What was kind of the message from coach, and kind of what did y'all really execute in the
Yeah, I think as cliche as it is, 1-0. Every opportunity we have, we're going to be our best. The requirement of the players be our best at everything that we do. But we acknowledge that playing the SC is a very hard task. And so, we have some good plays, we have some plays we want back. But the best mindset we got to have is from 1-0 and finish. And that's one of our core values as a program, is finishing. And so that was the ultimate thing we go into the second half. No matter what game it is, no matter what score it is, the second half is all about finish and playing disciplined football, and also being committed to the details leading into the second half.
Jalen, do you feel like a balanced run game kind of takes the offensive, for lack of a better term, weight off your shoulders a little bit? And how does that feel as a quarterback to kind of, have that much pressure?
No doubt. When we have great running backs in a room, it's always great to allow them to be effective in our game plan. Because they're our whole room is very effective, and they're all unique in their own way. And so to have them implemented into the game plan is definitely something that is a key resource for us moving forward, and it complements the pass and having great running backs that do their job. And so as an offense, that's like the best thing. We complement, the both of the pass and the run. And so they're doing a good job. I trust in those guys, no matter who they are. Whoever's in is just they're going to give us their best foot forward and allow our offense to be our best us.
Do you feel like it gives you the freedom to do a little bit more though?
100%. Yeah, 100%. Having those guys, it just sparks confidence amongst everybody. Our offensive line, our receivers, when we have our running backs doing what they do. And so, as a quarterback, that's awesome. And I trust them. That's the best thing. And then they have a great relationship as well. That's something that's misinterpreted as just the great relationship they have amongst each other and how hard they work during the week.
Jalen, you've taken a lot of snaps so far this season. How big is the bye week for you personally to be able to regroup and reset?
Right. I think the bye week is something that is truly effective as a team, to have that, to reflect. The goal for us as players is to grind, refine, and compete at the highest level. And so now it's time to refine, and just look and reflect on, what are some things that we can do to be our best us, and there's so much football ahead of us this season. And so now we can just, separate into pillars of, strengths and also things that we can improve at. So ultimately we can reach, all our goals that we had set, for each other. And so I think the bye week is something that we can take advantage of.
What are your thoughts on the defense's performance today with the shutout?
Man, our defense is doing a really good job. What's great about a team is that we can fuel off of both of each other. And they bring so much energy to the stadium. They do a really good job working hard. Just seeing all the work that's been done in the dark throughout the week, and seeing it put in display today has been great. One thing that's not mentioned enough is how great they communicate on defense during the week, man. It starts with our veteran group, who's our leaders, with Deontay, Malachi, Tim Smith, with them being vocal leaders and demanding nothing but excellence amongst each other. And so I think that's why they're playing so well amongst each other, because they hold each other accountable, and they all want the same thing. They all want to have success. They all want to be the best defense they can be, and also just Coach Womack just doing a really good job with those guys, and just pushing them to be the best they can be. And so there's so many elements to why they're such a great defense. So I'm proud of those guys. And as an offense, we love just fueling how effective they are in the game.
And then Coach DeVore was talking about you and the receivers kind of making adjustments during the game. What did you guys kind of discuss on the sideline between the series?
Yeah, communication. Something I mentioned to those guys is that we should see football in the same lenses as a quarterback and receiver when it comes to the passing game. So just they know what I'm looking for whenever they're out, coverage-wise, and the decision I made with the football. So most of the time we're on the field is all about seeing football in the same lenses, and just being the #1 team in the country in communication is something that Coach Sheridan talked about with the quarterback position, and just being a great communicator. So, what's something that's beneficial for this year is just having the iPads on the sideline, having that aspect, but also just having our coaches just push us and push us throughout a game, and just acknowledge where we can attack the defense moving forward.
Do you
What
feel
steps
like
do you-
this win can give you guys some momentum moving forward in the final month of the season?
I think for us, we just got to have a level head and continuously acknowledge, what's in front of us. And so we just got to be determined. We got to have tremendous grit. We got to be not satisfied with any performance. We just got to constantly just keep on building, constantly just build amongst each other. And confidence is #1 when it comes to our football team and how we approach every single day that we have. And it's all about seizing every opportunity that we have, and just continuously just going the path that we're going on. But I just got to credit, our coaching staff, got to credit our veteran guys that are stepping up as leadership, and also our young guys just following the lead, And then that's going to be so important as a whole, is we all have the same goals when it comes to short-term goals, long-term goals, and team goals.
Seems like the connection between you and Jeremy Bernard has continued to grow throughout the season. Talk about how that's gotten stronger.
Yeah, so I got to mention is communication. Communication, just seeing football in the same lenses, and just trusting in him. Every receiver that goes on the football field, I trust him. And so when it's time to make explosive play, when it's time to get the ball distributed to our playmakers, it's all about trust. It's all about confidence, and that's a guy that I definitely am confident in and believe in. And I tell him, every day I appreciate him. Whether I'm on the field, off the field, I tell him I appreciate him because he does a really good job just during the week working as hard as he can, and then also just being a vocal leader amongst that group. But he's just constantly just growing and just being the best he can be every opportunity he has.
You were a Najee Harris shirt today. Go ahead, explain why you chose that.
I decided to wear Najee this week. He's definitely a Bama legend here, and so I wanted to showcase him today. So if you see this shirt, man, hey, I love Najee.
Coach DeBoer said there was a raised level of physicality today. What would you attribute that to from your perspective?
Yeah. So when you think about physicality, you think about the trenches, O-line, D-line, but you also got to look at it as a whole. I see our running back Justice scoring that touchdown, how physically he ran through that dude's face. When you look at, our safeties coming down, tackling when it comes to our linebacker flying to the ball, our receivers blocking on the perimeter. So it's so much physicality that's implemented to a game. And that's #1. You got to be physical in the SEC. You got to be physical to be the best us we can be moving forward. And so that's just an emphasis that was pushed during the week. We had to be physical football team and just push that amongst each other. And so I got to credit to Tyler Booker. Tyler Booker had stepped up as a leader this week. It was great to see him lead this week. It was great to see how much he cares about Alabama football, how much he cares about this football team. And when you have a guy like that, that's going to push our group to be our best us. And that was my first-hand experience, just seeing his leadership grow tremendously and push our guys, because physicality is an emphasis for us moving forward.
Last 2 questions. Ty got some reps out there, and what's kind of the conversations going with him to be able to help him grow?
No, absolutely. What's great about our group is we have something called BOB, Band of Brothers. And so no matter who's on the field and whoever's taking a snap, when you think about Saturday, but not during the week. Our group does a really good job bonding amongst each other. We have shared success. And what's unique about the quarterback position is only one of us can take a snap, but we have shared success. It's awesome just to hear their feedback, also be able to talk to them, because I have the most snaps in the room, but it's all about being a positive influence around the guys and just pouring knowledge into them, and then also just enjoying the process with those guys, because those are the guys that I fight with each and every day during the week, during the season. That's our quarterback group, and so it's special to have that connection, but also just, for us to put in display, the guys that work so hard, now they're getting a chance to play today. So it was awesome to see Ty get some snaps today. And then also, seeing Richard Young getting explosive today. So it was great to see our guys get some more snaps today. And so, but no, I love our group. I love our quarterback room, and then also just with Coach Sheridan pushing us.
Jalen, what was your message, or what would be your message today to the team following the shutout win like today?
Got to be starving. You got to have a starving mindset. When you're starving, you continually want to eat. You want to eat. And that's the group that we have in our locker room. We got to keep pushing excellence amongst each other. We got to keep pushing the Bama standard and acknowledge that we're not a finished product. But you gotta love the process. You gotta keep on grinding, refining, competing, and keep building amongst each other and loving each other. You know, love is powerful, and so that's what we have to have moving forward. You got to be confident and committed to all of our goals that we had set prior to the season started.
Thank you, Jay.